Is that my Nikki Noodles there? Is that her? I think I see her. And boom. Hooty hoo to you, Nikki Noodles. Hey, Paranorma. Well, you know what? This is going to be a really interesting show because I have got something in store for you guys. You might like it. Yeah, I'll give you a hint. We're going back in time. Yep, we're going back in time. Woo, 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 woo. Remember those old TV shows that when you would go back in time, it would wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. You remember that? Yeah. So we are going to have a good time. Diego! Happy New Year to you. I haven't seen you for a hot minute. How have you been, sir? David, how are you? Yes. Well, you know what? I have a specialty for you guys. Yes, I do. Yeah, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's getting ready right now. Yeah. So, as you guys are wondering, what the heck is Calamity up to now? I'll show you in a few minutes. Yeah, I know you've been missing in action. Is it just missing from me? I mean, my show or my page? Yeah. Hey, reckless girl. How are you? Whoops. Hold on, hold on. Oh shoot, I missed your chat. Meaning to what sent over by Bakersfield Street Media. Well, thank you. Wow. So it is good to see you, reckless girl. It's nice to meet you. Hi, I'm Calamity. Very nice to meet you. Welcome. Very welcome. I have got a great show for you guys today. Oh, wow. Yes. I'm really excited because well, half of it's getting ready right now. But yeah, so for those who are going to be on the replay, I didn't have internet. Sorry, Calamity. Hey, no problem, Diego. No problem. You guys, I wanted to first say hello to the people who watch the restream because that's where I get most of my views is from a restream. And so, hooty hoo to you all. And I'm very curious how what you guys think of this. So we have some good stuff coming up. Hey, Eggsy, hooty hoo to you, you cutie poo. And Nikki Noodles, I think you're just a dolly. You know that? How have you been? How have you been? Impress me. Hi, honey. You are going to really like today's show. Okay, you guys, I'm going to get started because it might take me a little bit long, but we're going to have um, a little bit of break time in it to see how we are faring. So I'm going to give you a hint. Well, the thumbnail already told you, but yes. Hi, Joe. Hi, hi. Good to see you. I have these leftover from Christmas time. These pie shells, you guys, and so they are going to. That's what I'm going to use for our meat recipe. Yeah. So I'm so glad you guys are here. Okay. So first, what we're going to do is okay, the other day I made a meatloaf. I don't know if you guys remember, and I had this leftover meat and I was going to make meatballs with it. And something told me, said, you know what? Why don't you just save it? So I saved it as ground, uncooked. And so we need that for our pies right now. So let's fix that up. So I'm going to put you guys in here in the hole so that you can see what kind of action we've got going on. Whoa, whoa, hold on, guys. Hang on. Hang on here. Okay. And here we are. We're going to focus on this pan and get it heated up. You guys, I'm so excited because you know what we're going to do. Should I tell you the surprise right now or should I wait for more people? I think I should wait for more people. But it's a great surprise. You guys will love it. Yeah. And okay. Well, sorry, I'll stop playing with the camera. And it's very useful. It's very useful. Yes. So, you guys, please, I appreciate all of you who are giving me a thumbs up. And let's get going. All right. So I told you about these new tubs that I got. That I got rid of my other big bulky ones, and every hi Jaffo, how are you, honey? I got all of these, these different sizes, and I love it. And that they all just fit one lid. They all stack inside each other. It's great. It is great. All right. He's so happy to be here. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Let me grab my cheese. I need some cheese to go in it. Some cheese. Oh, I'm out of the kind I thought I had. Well, we'll mix it together. That's what we're going to do. Hi, Scratchy. How are you feeling, honey? So, how are you guys doing? Ate some sun chip garden salsa play. Oh, well, I love sun chips. I think that those are so good. I used to not care for them all that much when they came out, probably because they were so different. But now I really enjoy them. I really do. Okay, let's have you rest there. And we'll just have you cook under there. Cheese, glorious cheese. That's right. Yeah, those are darn good chips. Yeah. And so, hey, I just got an email right now from my editor. Everybody say hi to Earl. Say hi, Earl. He edits my long form videos. So he's a really good guy. He lives in the Philippines, you guys. The Philippines. Oh, this smells so good. That meatloaf the other night was so amazing, and especially with the mashed potatoes on top. Oh, that was delicious. Great additive. I highly recommend it. Okay. Hey, Reckless Girl, are you still here? You know, this meatloaf that I made on Tuesday, oh my gosh, Eggsy, it was delicious times infinity. It really was. Yeah. And so, Reckless Girl, I hope you're still here because I have a question for you. Stuffing your face with chips. Okay. Did you say Bakersfield Street Media sent you over here? And what kind of chips are you stuffing your face with? Because we're talking chips right now. I like them. Steve-O from Chicago. It's cold-o in Chicago. You know what? You're going to like what I'm doing with these meat pies and Steve-O. You're going to love it. You're going to like it a lot. Okay. You guys, I would highly recommend, especially if you want to conserve energy, utilize your lids. If you don't utilize your lids, you're going to lose 50% of your heat. Recipe for meatloaf you might like. Is there any? Yeah, right there. It's in my link tree. My email. Yeah, you can or look at the sweet Streamlabs right there. Thanks, Streamlabs. You're a sweetheart. Put it up there for me. Yeah, it was absolutely off the chain. Probably the best I've ever had. Eggsy. Yeah, and I try all kinds of different meatloaf, and this one was probably one of the best. I'm not going to say the best because that would be a little bit um, over, um, you know. Yes, I heard about your wonderful cooking, barbecue chips. Yeah. I'm just surprised Bakersfield Street Media sent you over here. That was very nice of them. Tell them thank you for me, please. I'd like to thank them for. I'd like you to thank them from me. Thank you. Are you ready to eat? Well, Steve-O, the way that we're going to make these, you're going to like it a lot. And you know, it's Speen. With you, Speen, with you being in coldo Chicago, how do you heat your place? How do you, is it radiator heat? Is it, do you have a stove? Or is it electric? Just curious. Yeah, we haven't done this in a while, but Reckless Girl, we one time we did a cook off with chips between the kettle cooker and the air fryer. And I'm sorry, but it was the air or kettle cooker that won. Yeah. Oh gosh. Whew. Electric stove and air fryer. A huge, beautiful fireplace we built 6 years ago. You're gonna like this, Steve-O from Chicago, then oh. Yummy. I'm glad you're here, Reckless Girl. That really kind of blesses my heart that they sent you over here. I love it. Okay. All right. Just a hair more. Not that I have very much, you know. So Steve-O, I'm just curious from Coldo, Chicago. Um, uh, is that your source of heat? Hey, Lisa Sailors, hootie hoo! Everybody say hi to Reckless Girl. We love her. Oh, hey, Lisa Sailors. You know what? I was telling them this is the ground meat from that meatloaf I made the other night. And wasn't it you that suggested that I should put those mashed potatoes, some of them on there to cook with the meatloaf? I think it was you. I think it was. Was it? Okay. It's getting hot in here. This cave gets hot. Oh, girl. Okay, this is what I have to say. Girl, it was amazing. Absolutely amazing. And I'm going to make a video from it. I'm going to talk to my editor, Earl, about it. He might be watching in the lounge right now. Hi, Earl. Hi. Um, because it was so good and it was so spot on good. Yeah. So, you know what? I didn't take any pictures afterwards. I can't make a video of it. Oh, sugar. Oh, well. I'll do it next time. I'll save the footage and then do it next time. Alrighty. Let me come get you guys. Okay, you guys are getting heavy. Woo! It's like 13 degrees outside without the wind chill factor. It's cold, but it's hot in this house. Yes, it is. It's very hot in this cabin. And so I'm gonna remove my one sweater for a little bit. Believe it or not, that yellow sweater that I have on, it makes a difference, but now it's a little bit warm, so forgive me. Okay, guys, tell me if you had a dream last night. Did anybody have a nice dream? Did anybody have a good sleep? Let me know if you had a good sleep. I'd like to know that because my sleep has been improving. Isn't that great? Yeah. 18 degrees there. Okay, Nikki Noodles, you're in Ohio. Good, Jaffo. I'm so glad to hear that. You had a nice dream. Great. We all gained weight before the show since we ate already. Right, David? So I had a nice dream. I did. My cat Kitty. I Kitty was in my dream, and it was me and Kitty, and it was wonderful. We're having just a great time, me and the cat. So let me ask you, Nikki Noodles, how do you heat your home? Just curious, because with this cold snap, I'm just wondering how is everybody heating their homes? Is anybody cold? Because that breaks my heart if anybody is cold. You know what I mean? It's just not right. Okay. Yeah. Maine Coon cats are humongous. Oh, electric baseboard heaters. Oh my gosh, that must be expensive. You don't have any alternative source of heat, or do you reserve your alternative? I'm shredding up some cheddar cheese for whoever wants to know. We have central heat. I'm cold, but it's because to turn on the heat is 67 in here. Well, you know what? I would refuse to turn on the heat at that temperature too. Because to me, that is like nice and balmy. You know what I mean? Yeah. But Eggsy, I'm gonna. Oh my gosh! Hang on, Eggsy. Hi, penguins. How are you? It's so good to see you here. I know that your work schedule's changed. So now I'm gonna mix this with gotten used to doll room tips. And I sleep better cold. Kind of strange, but central heat upstairs is 72. Well, you know what, reckless girl? I'm epileptic also. Yeah. In addition to my MS, I have epilepsy, and but it's inactive. I haven't had a seizure in 15 years, somewhere around there. Okay. Now, since I want this to melt nicely, I am doing well. My main problems that I have is with my cognitive skills. So I have horrible cognitive skills. I'm ambulatory, but my feet are my things that really hurt me. But I'm doing okay. I really am. I could be worse off. You know, before I moved up here into Wyoming, I was in a wheelchair. So I guess I would say that I am doing much better. I'm doing much better. Yeah. You fall a lot. Me too. Do you have any autoimmune issues besides, in addition to your epilepsy? Because you mentioned you fall a lot. I'm just putting some flour on here so that it won't melt and be stringy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Ralphie boy, you. So, and it won't be stringy and it will help it to melt. And I'm going to include some of this mozzarella. And, you know, when you think cheese, you know, cheeseburgers, mozzarella, hold on. It's because this is a whole milk mozzarella, and so it melts nicely. So, and I want it to be the cream factor of the things. Impress me. How are you, darling? Are you having a good day? I sure hope you are. I sure hope you are. Well, you must be if you're here with the Calamity. So, okay. So let me just mix this up together. Came home from the Bahamas. Oh my gosh. Now, why did he go to the Bahamas? Was it business? Was it pleasure? A little bit of both? I remember. Okay, I used to be a flight attendant. Um, I'm upright. Yay. Right, right there, reckless girl. Boom. um, his girlfriend took him for his 23rd birthday. Wow. Now that is a gift. Wow. Tell her thank you for me, from me. That was really nice for her to do for him, especially all that he has been through lately. Yeah. Happy birthday to your grandson, to Shane. I remember singing happy birthday to him last year. Matter of fact, do we have any birthdays? Do we have any January birthdays that I need to know about? All right. Let me just kind of get myself cleaned up a minute. Okay, I'm going to use that. You know what? I'll reuse that one, I think. Keep that clean. Put this in here for the moment. And all right. Okay. I just wanted to put the cheese back in the fridge. Now, like I said, I had this dough from these pie crusts left over from. Oh, okay. I'll take. Thank you, Eggsy. For those of you who don't know, because of my MS, my hypothalamus gland is damaged. And that gland is one of the glands that tells your brain, I'm thirsty. So I can go all day. I could probably go 2 days and not drink water. I won't think of it. Yeah. So if people say drink water, that's why. And then sometimes when I'm drinking the water, I don't realize, wow, I didn't realize I was that thirsty. Who'd have thunk it? Okay, you go in there. Okay. Does anybody else have granite countertops? Put a one in the chat if you do. I have a question about them. Put a one in the chat if you have granite countertops. I have a question for you. I drank a case of beer the night before. I'm sorry, Ralphie boy. I'm sorry. I know, me too, Nicky Noodles, for years. I had laminate for years and years and years. No, 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 no. That's right, you listen to him. Hey, hey. Which isn't fair because I haven't had a beer since 2009. You know what, Ralphie boy, can I tell you something? The crazy machine. All right. You know, Ralphie boy, there are times when I wake up and I had I was really rested and then my feet hit the floor. And then that's when I remember, oh my God, I have MS and I'm going to have a hard day. And so I understand what you're going through because you know what? None of us asked for it, but it's a crutch that we should carry. Yeah. And just offer it to God. He forgives us for everything. He's forgiven this calamity for a ton. So, but, you know, there was a guy named Joseph, and he wrestled with this really big guy. And for the rest of his life, he had a hip issue, but that's all we know. So, but that's a true story. All right. Where'd I put those things? Here they are. Here we go. You guys, it's really warm in here. And so I decided that, I don't want to heat up the stove. Hey, how you doing, Bia? I have the cutest pic ever of the booger. I'll send it to you. Okay, I would love it. Hey, Cassie, how are you doing, love? Good to see you. Okay, so it was getting like kind of warm in here, but I was thankful that I had heat because I know that there's a lot of people in danger of losing their electricity, and electricity is their only form of heat. And so I got to thinking about that, and then I've start thinking about, well, you know what? Let me show from my I'm not a major prepper like the angry prepper is. By the way, I want to tell you something about him. He needs prayers. But I have, I lost the motivation of, preparing when my home burned down 3 years ago. Thanks, Ralphie boy. I just got it. And I had everything. I was prepared for 25 years if something happened. Well, something did happen, and I kept all of my preparations in one place, which was stupid. And they all burned, every single one of them. So I had no more. And so I was working on digging myself out of the state of shock I was in, and then trying to rebuild a new home to live in and all that kind of stuff that came with it. I didn't have time. But fast forward to right now, I have knowledge. And so some of that knowledge I can pass on. And so I'm going to pass on some of that knowledge to you guys again. I already passed off some of how to cook a whole meal just using tea candles. I cooked a whole bucket of stew. And so if you haven't seen that video, please go check it out. All right. So here we are. And let me just put a little more, flour on that, just so that they won't stick together, you know? And LA is so devastating. I can't imagine how hard it is for everyone right now. I know. I'm from just north of that area, in a mountainous area called Fisher Park. And my heart is breaking so much for them. But you know the weird thing, you guys? Okay, let me tell you the weird thing about this before we get started on another thing is I've survived a wildfire in my previous cabin that burnt down. And I was the only one um that didn't even have a blade of grass touched. Everyone else either had their home destroyed, but their property saved, but their home destroyed, or their home and property destroyed. And so I felt terribly guilty. So what I ended up doing was, uh, uh, I organized a community cleanup throughout our whole county. Our whole county came out. It was absolutely tremendous. And then a year and a half, my home burnt down, but it burnt down from an electrical fire in the wall that had happened at 3 in the morning when we were asleep. And I would not be alive today if it weren't for my husband because I couldn't hear the uh see reckless girl, here we go. My MS. I can see the word but I can't get it out. I could hear the thing going off, you know, bzz, 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 you know, the fire alarm. I did it. I did it for you. I'm sorry that I pointed at you. And smoke alarm, thank you, Javo. And I know how those people feel also losing everything that they ever had. So it's weird that I would understand how one group of them feel, and then I understand how the other group of them feel. Now I understand the whole dynamic of everything, of how the victims feel, and I'm trying to get past that. That I'm having a hard time with these LA fires. My mother lives in the area. My in-laws live in the area, and so it makes me a little nervous. So, okay. Um, Hi, Eva. Boy, it's nice to meet you. I'm Calamity. I love your name. Okay, back to what we're making. Just put the pie shells on top of each other. Save yourself a little bit of work and a little bit of time. Then you can talk to your friends. Okay. And then just get something with I wasn't going to use that. I was going to use this one. Get something with a nice round thing. Oh, you bet, Eva. You bet. It's beautiful. Okay. And squish, squint. Oh, let's see. How many can I get more out of this? I think I can get more this way. All right. I get 4 there. Now I will you know what? I'm going to put that in here so it doesn't dry out. Oh, you guys didn't see that. Put that right in here and turn the thing upside down so it won't dry out. That's what I'm doing. Hey, Dawn, how you doing, darling? Good to see you. Okay, we'll start with one at a time. You know what? I'm going to bring my board over here a little bit more so you guys can see me work some. Can you see me work there? I think you can. I think you can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. All right, here we go. Nobody cares about the little train that could right now. They want to eat. And he's happy to help. Here we go. Okay, just put a nice little scoop in here. Oh, granite countertops. Is anybody in the chat have them? Put a one in the chat if you do, because I have a question. Oh, I didn't hear, I didn't see. Oh, okay, that was for Nikki, not for me. All right. So Dan, we're gonna put his happy friend right up here and just do this, like your grandma taught you. I remember grandma when she would make mini meat pies. Oh gosh, I loved them. And I remember at Christmas time, she would talk about these mincemeat pies that she'd make when she was young. And I was like, oh, oh, David. Yes, I do have a question and a concern. Um, why can't you put anything hot on directly on the granite countertop? That I want to know. I don't understand why. I follow the rules, but I don't understand why. So there. Okay, here's my next guy. Okay, let's put you there. Oh, so okay, he's still gonna type back at me. Yeah, at Christmas time, Grandma used to talk about these minced meat pies that she used to make. Well, I didn't understand what a minced meat pie was. I didn't understand that minced meat was just meant ground meat. That's what the Europeans called it. And well, my grandma was born in 1899, so she was old. and and I didn't know that they were little pies like this that she would make. I had no clue. She would not approve of it as she knew that I was using a manufactured thing. Let's make this pretty. Let's make this pretty. Oh, 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 we prettied a little too much. Okay, well, maybe. Well, we got to finish. I got to finish. Okay, you can put some warm items on it, but not hot. The temperature change shocks the granite, which will crack it. Oh, okay, makes sense. Hey, Michael. Michael, we are learning how to make mini meat pies, but we're going to learn a different way because there's so much going on in the country right now regarding weather. We've got fire on one coast and ice on the other coast. So, hey, Eric, what we're going to do is we're going to make these mini meat pies, but we're going to do it a different way because I'm thinking of all of the people who are freezing and who might be losing their electricity and that kind of thing. So I'm going to cook them on my wood stove. Hooty hoo, Hugh, sir. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah. So, you guys, I just before I came on, I just dropped a little teaser um uh what do you call it? Video, a little shorts video. You have to let me know and tell me if you like it or if it's not very good. It's either you love it or you hate it. It's one of those. Okay. Now, just like Grandma said, but you got to make sure that you get them, when you crimp them together, they gotta you can't have like any meat chunks hanging out like that one tried to in front of me just a second ago. Boom. And here's our fourth one. I don't think I could cook. I should have put a bigger thing on the. I can cook four at a time, so I'll save that. And when I'm done, I'll make it for later. Rain for again. So far, we haven't gotten much. Well, we probably have about 2 feet. But for me, as you know, that's not much. They are cute. They are cute, Nikki Noodles. They're cute, just like you. Hey, reckless girl, you still here? Just checking on you. Making sure you're still standing upright. Shout out to Kath. Yeah. You know what? Um, I haven't talked to Kath in about a week and a half. Has anybody seen her? I need to call her. I've been so darn busy. Uh, I got a text from my friend Luana, and her childhood home was in Altadena, and her childhood home is gone. I mean, this stuff is just terrible. So it's crazy. Fire and ice. Okay, let me just clean this off a little bit so it looks like it is, a pastry and not a meat market. Okay, come on, off you go. There you go. Alrighty, I'm gonna put a little slit, a little slit, a little slit, and a little slit. There you go. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Remember that? Oops. Okay, the Tootsie Pop guy. Oh, Don, I just saw your comment come through. Thank you, Don. Okay. Now we have one more thing, actually two more things to do. We have to get, let me set these aside on a tray. And we need to put an egg wash on them. Impress me. Impress me. You go visit with him and then you tell us later how it was. They had a good time and all that kind of stuff. All right. I love you, honey. All right, let's do this. Un, deux, trois. Is it arba? Or no, that's Hebrew. Oh boy, what is four in? Um, okay, that sounds good. Impress me. I love it. Bye, honey. Hey, Melon Cutter, how are you doing? Good to see you. And let me get, actually, Impress Me got this for me for my birthday. I love my birthday, you guys. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's an egg separator. I'm going to use it right now. Okay. Because we're going to put an egg wash on this. Let me get a baggie for this because I will use this in a little while. Hey, Jude. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. What is that commercial from? Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Hey, LL, how you doing? Good to see you. I'm loving it. Bum, 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 bum. Huh. I'm not loving that. I can't think of it. Melon Cutter. Oh, hey, good to see you. What was I going to get? Oh, yeah. I was going to get me a little brush. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. I'm loving it. McDonald's. Mickey D's, it was. That, yep, Melon Cutter, that's right. Yep. Oh, I want to do this. Whoopsie. Come on. Yeah. Okay. See, that one came out nice. Boom. Now let me wash my hands because I have egg on me. Those of you who have not had chickens, have you ever had chickens before? Put a one in the chat if you have chickens or if you ever have. Okay, so for an egg wash, we need our egg yolk and just brush it over the top. Yeah, I'm going to show you guys how to get a little bit, for those of you who have a stove, you know, like a wood stove that you can use or a fireplace. Get uh, get ingenious with it. If you have, if your electricity goes out and well, you have a fireplace or a stove and some of your neighbors don't, you know, invite them to come over and, you know, be with you, stay warm, have an opportunity to cook. Maybe, you know, they can in exchange, um, you know, bring some food over or something, or extra blankets or, you know, whatever. But and then if that happens to you and somebody is that generous and has you come over, you know, to stay with them, you know, make sure that you're a help and not a hinder. You know, they didn't have to do that. Okay. And do you guys like little mincemeat pies? Yeah, you know what? I continue on that story. I didn't understand what mincemeat was, and I thought, Christmas pie, ew, ew. a meat pie for Christmas. That doesn't sound good. And I had no idea that Grandma and Grandpa were talking about these. Had no idea. Yeah. All right. Ba-dum bum bum bum. Okay. You know, I got a little egg on my hand. Let me wash that off. Alrighty. Alrighty. Um, I'm having an MS moment now. I can't remember where I was, what I was doing. Uh, I remember. Okay. If you're going to be baking anything, it's always best to bake on parchment paper, right? So I'm going to make a circle to line my oven that I'm heating up right now on top of my stove. So this is not going to be the exact measurement, but just go with me on it. It'll be good enough, I think. I hope. If not, we'll try it again. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Boom. Okay. Oh, let's looks more like an egg. Let's kind of, okay. Oh gosh, I'm gonna keep trying to fix it and then it'll get too small. Watch, that'll happen to me because I'm Calamity. Oh, hey, look at that. Okay, we got a nice round piece. Okay, guys, let's go over and I'm going to put you on a different tripod so you can watch the festivities. Okay? Maybe I should turn on the lights over there. Hold on, let's go over there first. Okay, Streamlabs, hold on. I oh, I'll leave my parchment paper here. I need some, in addition to my water, I need some and I got a game for us to play at Christmas, but we can play it anytime. So we're going to play it while this cooks. Okay, just a second. Gracie, don't. Don't. Okay. Gracie, no. No, we're not going outside. Oh, I have to put more wood on here, but it's hot in there. Okay. Let's get some more wood. We might have to heat it up a little bit more. Okay. Okay. Let me put one more in there. Whew. It's getting hot in there. Oh, right. Let me get the lighter so that we can get it going faster. Hence the torch. We use the torch. It works faster. Okay. And just get these coals heated. Here we go. Get some air to it. Let me put this back. I keep it far. Oh, thank you, Jeffo. I love it too. Thank you. That makes me feel good. Okay. Um, do you need to go out? I keep it in here because I keep it far. It's the propane, so I want to keep it far away from the fireplace. You know what I mean? So, um, I feel like. Do you use a timer or do you just wait until the smoke alarms go off like my daughter does? Melon Gutter, you're funny. Well, most of the time I try to use a timer. Yeah. Are you making fun of me, you silly goose, you? All right. We've got a flame going in here. And so now that black stuff on the window, that's called creosote. And it is very difficult to get off. So I just take it off one time a year. And that is after the fire season. Here's Calamity flips the pies. We should not need a smoke alarm. But have you guys ever cooked like this? Because it's fun. I think it's fun. I think stuff like this is fun. Okay, whoops. Yeah, I'm still decorated for Christmas. It's coming down on the 18th. All right. So now I'm using so for those of you and on the replay crew, for those of you who are watching, who have a wood stove, I'm going to show you how to utilize your wood stove for your cooking so that you don't go hungry and you're not eating just a can of corn, that kind of frozen can of corn. So, yeah, I do use Siri when it cooperates. I do need like a little egg timer. It is hard after you've burnt down, you've lost your home, and, that was everything I collected over 35 years. And then trying to refurnish, it's not easy. It's not easy. So, all right, parchment paper. I'm heating up actually, I did a pretty darn good job. I did a pretty bang up job there, wouldn't you guys think? Yeah. So I'm heating up my little oven that I made. And I'm just using like a cast iron, a deep dish cast iron stove. Not a cast iron stove, but a cast iron, it's not a Dutch oven, but it's a pan. And then for the lid, I'm just using this griddle that I have. And if I really wanted to get, pretty primitive on you guys, I would have cooked the food on here first, the meat, but I didn't want to get bacon splatters. So let Gracie in. I have to play doorman. You guys, you know what? We're having a hot flash. We are almost 54, so let's step outside and take care of this hot flash for a minute. Gracie, don't you bark at me. And don't bark at my friends. My friends on demand. Yeah. But you guys, it's a clear day here in the mountains of Wyoming. And my dogs are howling and barking. You know what? Let me do it this way. Then I can read the chat. but nobody's really chatting. There's the wood pile. And so we've already gone through almost half, you guys. So uh it is beautiful, isn't it? Mm. Give the dog a snowboard. My son, let me just go over here. Woo, now it's getting cold. Let me cut through here and I'll show you. It's real cold now. The hot flush is over. Come on in, Grace. Yeah, it's cold outside. So, uh, but this hill down here. Scratchy, are you okay? Do you have to go potty? You guys, let me fix a little Scratchy up here. He's falling apart. Hang on. Come here, Scratchy. Let me fix your t-shirt. Okay, you guys, he has a t-shirt on because he was not mauled, but he was bitten by another dog and they were just playing. But the other dog, you see, he is a Australian Shepherd, and that's a cow dog. And when they play, they nip. And well, Scratchy's a little bruiser, and well, he must have been playing pretty good, and he got nipped. So I have to keep his stitches from. Uh, I keep his stitches covered up so that he doesn't. Uh, Whoops. Okay. There you go, pal. There you go. Well, that's not the best. Yeah. Under 20 degrees here this morning. Oh, your ears were hurt. Yeah, I understand that, Jeff. Oh, look at this little guy. He's at the point to where he's itchy now. Do you have to go potty, Scratchums? Scratchy? Do you have to go potty? Look at, he's got one of my t-shirts on. Oh, you did get moaned. Sorry about that. But he's got the itchies, and this is what he does when he wants to hug you. He gives you the. This is what he does. It's real sweet, and he'll just love on you. Yeah, he's had a hard life, you know. He was my girlfriend's service dog, and it wasn't easy for him. I'm sure. Yeah, and I wish he could tell me what he's been through, but at the same time, I wish he can't. I'm glad he can't. So, oh, look at this little guy. Poor thing. He's at the part where the stitches itch now. Yeah. So, okay. Let's check on our stuff. Oh, Grace, stop. Let me get a spatula. Okay, guys. And here we go. Yeah, I feel I would do this because we don't need to continue to heat the house up, do we? I love how you guys are just keeping chatting and chatting and chatting and chatting away. I can't keep up. Calamity has never ever said. Let's go and take a shower and get some. Hey, David, can you send me an email? Hey, no, Scratchy, no. David, will you please send me an email and let me know how that goes? LL, I will adopt you. Of course I will. Watch out, Grace. Move over, Bacon. Okay. And okay, can you guys see? You come in closer. Come in closer. Okay. You guys see okay now? I think that's probably better. Let me get my, where are my, oh, they're over here. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to walk in front of you like I'm going to do again. Ugh. Okay. It's important to heat up your whatever you're going to use first to get your oven hot. You got to preheat your oven. Okay. Then, boom. But I'm going to show you when I'm done that you need to have your, um, you can't just, you shouldn't just, if you're going to be baking, set your, uh, whatever you're using, you know, whatever you're using for your oven, don't just set it right on the oven. You need a trivet for it. So I'll show you what I did. Oh, come on, honey. Come on. Come on, honey. Okay, there you are. So now, oh, let me put the lid back on. And we're gonna let those bake. It might take a little bit longer than the 20 minutes that it normally would in the oven, unless this thing gets up to 425 degrees, which I don't know if it will get up to 425 degrees. Okay, David, I'd appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Toda raba. All right. So now let me go put these in the kitchen and then we'll sit down and chit chat for a bit. All right. Let me get this apron off. Whew. Okay. Just one second. Just one second, guys. I'm having to check something here. Okay. Let's see. I know I'm going to get cold or chilled again. So put my sweater back on. Okay, let me get you down to where I'm going to be at. Okay, and boom, I did boom, I did boom. And she did it. Let me grab my water and then we're all good. Then we'll have a little bit of chat time. Okay. Alrighty. Do you think that any of you would be inclined to do something like this If you had a wood stove, would you be inclined to learn how to cook on it? Hey, farm gal, how's it going? Hey, farm gal, where are you from? Because we were just learning how to cook on if you lose electricity, what you could alternative ways that you can cook. And so we're cooking our meat pies on there. Yep, we are. Yes, sir, we are. Mm, Phoenix. My best friend lives in the Phoenix area. She's in East Mesa. She's in East Mesa. So why I this is cooking. Hey, farm gal, would you if you had a wood stove? Um, oh, hi, Wormy. I'm doing great. We're learning how to have alternative ways to cook. We're cooking meat pies on top of my stove right now. Yeah. So, okay, I have a question for you. I want to know if this is true or false. In 2001, oh, I'm sorry, the Christmas Carol Hark! The Herald Angels Sing takes its title from a line in the Bible referring to the birth of Jesus. Is that true or false? This is something that we play when we're uh this kind of game when we're doing true, true, fondue, you know, and we play all kinds of trivia games. Okay, let's see. Singer Brenda Lee recorded the song "Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree" when she was just 13. Is that true or false? We have property in Northeast Arizona. I have a wood burning stove. My husband bought me how got wood stock with vast iron, with cast iron. Yes. Yep, that's exactly what we're doing. It's exactly what we're doing right now. I don't have a Dutch oven, but I used my have a wood stove like that. We grew up cooking all our meals on. I still have it. It's in my backyard. Did you grew up cooking all your meals on your wood stove? Wow, so you lived a little bit primitive because you're not that much older than me, Wormy. Yeah. False. Melon Cutter says it's false. It's true. It's true. So, but I'll get a different trivia game for us to have. But yeah, in case of emergencies, electricity is out. What do you do? How do you cook? You can stay warm, but can you stay warm and fed? And so, Nikki Noodles, this is for you. Electricity is your only source of heating, you said. So go out and get tea candles and watch my video that I did on. I made a whole pot of stew, a whole big pot of hot stew with just tea candles. I used 15 candles, and it took me 5.5 hours. But it's done. Yeah. So for those of you who only have electricity, go get a thing of tea candles. It's beyond important. Yeah. And so, yeah. Melon Cutter, where are you at? Where are you located? Listen to my dog howling. Noodles, she just howls and howls. Arroo! Arroo! That's right, you're in Cheyenne. Yeah. We even raised our own food and had large gardens. Wormy, you should start a YouTube channel and talk about that kind of stuff. Because you know what? People are more interested in talking about this kind of thing. You know, um, I want to go, I went into detail about this earlier, but I want to go into more detail about this. Um, because those, with Los Angeles burning down, I understand it more than you would realize because I survived the first wildfire. It's called the Roosevelt wildfire. You guys can Google it, and and I'll pop right up there. Because they did a little mini documentary. Yeah, they did a little mini documentary. Unfortunately, two of the people, my best friend Nikki, who was in the documentary with me, she's passed on. And then Lainey, a special needs woman that we used to check on, she's passed on too. And so, but I'm here. And I ended up having a terrible case of survivor's guilt. And if you don't know what that is, survivor's guilt is, first of all, it's real. And it is where you feel so guilty that you survived and everybody else didn't. At least that was my situation. I survived. I didn't even lose a blade of grass. Excuse me, doorman. Look at that cute little girl. And so, what did I do? I worked day and night, and I was so, the only thing that consumed me was how can I help my and heal everybody? How can I help heal them? Because when they see me, they're going to hate me. That's what I thought, that when everybody saw me, they would hate me because I survived when they lost. They either lost all their property or they lost their home or they lost their home and their property and they had nothing. And here was Calamity, and she didn't even lose a blade of grass. And that's all that consumed me. And I got up to the point to where not only was I doing this cleanup and getting the whole county involved, because it was the largest, at the time, it was the largest wildfire in Wyoming history. And I was really involved politically. I was on the phone at the time, God forbid this ever happened to us again. But Liz Cheney, she was our congressperson. And I was on the phone with her every night. Hi, Kat. Good to see you. Oh, okay. Okay. That's fine. Because I'm going on a rant right now. And Senator Enzi at the time and Senator Mike Barrasso, they weren't any help. No help. Our governor, he was on the way out at the time, and I still had a beef with him, and he didn't like me much. Oh, he didn't like me much. But you know what? He wasn't helping. He was helping maybe the infrastructure, but what about the people? What about the people? The infrastructure doesn't suffer. The infrastructure is not cold at night. The infrastructure doesn't worry about, oh God, the snow is coming. What are we going to do? We have nowhere to go. And so my good friend Foster Freeze, he's passed on now too, but he sent his private plane over to pick 10 of us up to fill up a whole table. And we went to this gala, and everybody was all, dressed beautiful. And it was this political thing. And well, we were dressed in the clothes that we had. And just a moment. Well, I think that that made more of an impact on that crowd because once they found out who we were, they were just, oh, and they were all fire victims except for me. And well, we ended up getting $400,000. And some some people, I'm not going to say who they were, but some crooked people um, took half of the money and put it into the infrastructure. And hi, Brandon. And so then it was just terrible, just terrible. And I ended up reclusing into myself. 18 months later, September, 19 months later, I was asleep in my little teeny cabin. It wasn't even 1,200 square feet. And the fire alarm was going off. I didn't know it. My husband woke me up and said, "You have to get up. We have a fire and we need to get out. The cabin is on fire." And that was the most frightening thing ever. Your home is on fire. What can you do? The fire department, some of them came on snowmobiles, but that's all they could do. They had no equipment that they could bring. But that was a risk that we knew. We knew that we were going to run the risk of um, 6 months out of the year that a fire truck can't get back here. What do you do? Well, you do what you can and then just let it burn. For those of you who haven't seen the video that I've done a couple shorts on my cabin burning down. But I'm reminding you about all of this, you guys, because I understand completely how the people in Los Angeles are feeling. I understand how the the people who have lost everything feel. They feel they're in shock right now. They can't believe it. They can't eat. They can't sleep. They can't drink anything. They You try to have a conversation with them, but they'll just check out on you because they're still in shock. And then they go to brush their teeth and they don't even have a toothbrush. These people have nothing. It doesn't matter how rich they were living in the Palisades, they still were homeless and had nothing right then. That's how they feel. And then they wonder, what am I going to do about clothes? And it's a horrible, horrible feeling. But then on the other hand, you have those who made it through the fire, or they may live in Altadena and they might have a little pocket to where they survived, but everybody else burnt down. And think of how those people feel. they feel defeated. They feel a sense of relief at one for they feel a sense of relief. They feel a sense of relief, and then they feel a sense of this can't be happening. Oh my God. And so, you guys, these people need a lot of prayers. They need a lot of good energy, but most of all, they need the Lord if they don't know Him. So, let's check on our little pies and see how we're doing. Okay. Okay. All right. Where's my hot pads? Where's my hot pads? My hot pads. Where did you go? Oh, they're over here. Hang on, guys. Let me go grab them. Let me go grab them. If I were my hot pads, where would I be? Oh, here they are. Okay. I got them. And I got them on, guys. And I get ready because I'm about to scare you. Okay, let's see. They have a ways to go. They have a ways to go. So I will just keep this thing hot. And so they have a little ways to go. But I'm going to keep this thing hot. Hi, Hudson. Hi, it's good to see you. No, impressed me. She left a little bit ago. She had to uh, take some time with her grandson. Oh no, here she is. There, she's back. She's back. No, you guys, I went on that little rant because California, many have gone on their own. Our government in Ontario and federal, a lot of assistance ready to go as soon as Governor of California says send it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that because these fires are crazy. They're crazy danger. Yeah. Hi, Eva. Good to see you, sweetie. Yeah. And then for those who are dealing with being ice cold, well, I'm trying to give you some tips on how to cook when you have nothing to cook with. So I've given you tips on how to make a meal, and so I will when these are done, when our pies are done in here, I will make sure to take a picture of them, and I will put these. I will either do it on the community post or I will change the thumbnail. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so happy that all of you just came and hang with me, and for those who are in the Lurkers Lounge, I appreciate you being here. Those who are watching the replay, thank you. And I will see you guys live on Tuesday if I don't pop in earlier. Yes. And if I don't see you guys earlier, then I will see you in the kitchen again on Tuesday. Okay, guys? I'm putting a video out every day. Every day I put a short out at least. So please go watch my videos. It would mean the world to me if you did. And then let me know, make a comment because I read all the comments. Okay, guys. Love you. Thank you, Brian. We'll see you. Thanks, Kat. Thank you, Mods. Thank you, Mods. I appreciate you very much. We'll see you later.